Tony's afraid. It's a Malteser, not a boulder. Ah! Oh!
Oh my
God! Oh!
I fell out your mouth.
Seriously, you have like the one with the biggest gob in the world. How can you miss?
Twice.
Way! Wait. Oh, that didn't even leave your lips.
Tiny.
Ah! I just thought I would do a little video
Oh, so close.
which included this nut bag, which I haven't had in my videos for a long time. So,
Call me new bag.
But last time my fibro with kids went down quite well, and it was actually one of my most popular videos, apart from Lucifer getting stuck outside and someone passing by had to come and tell me that he was sitting on the roof. So that video ended up in 2 parts. I've had fibro for 5 years now. Kelsey's pretty much seen most things. I've never actually stopped and wondered what the understanding of a child of a fibro parent is. What do you think fibro fog is?
Like, you can feel that you've got fibro. Like this morning you felt dizzy. Is that part of fibro?
Yeah, but what's fibro fog?
I don't know, when you get dizzy and you feel...
No, it's when I get forgetful. About... yeah, like you.
Okay,
see, so there's one. So fibro fog, for all you people out there that don't know what it is actually real, although it doesn't sound it. I tell you what, the best way I describe it is being drunk just without the alcohol. Your brain is like... You can stand there staring at something and have no idea what's going on because your brain is just like insomnia.
It's where you have memory loss, I think.
No. Insomnia is when you don't sleep. You're like...
Has Lady Gaga got fibromyalgia? Yes.
Yes, Lady Gaga does have fibromyalgia. So what about fatigue?
I don't know.
Fatigue is when you're stupidly tired. You know when I used to fall asleep all the time? Well, you know what sickness is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that. About IBS.
When you have to use crutches?
What, for having too much wind? What about hypersensitivity?
What?
Hypersensitivity.
When you go hypo?
If I'm being hypersensitivity, that means like when it's cold outside, it will really sting my skin.
Oh, that's what happens to you.
Yeah, see? That's why I have to
completely
cover up
forgot
when
about
it's cold. Or hypersensitivity. Restless leg syndrome.
When you have to use your crutches.
You go to bed at night and you're lying there, or you're resting, you're lying there, your legs all of a sudden start really hurting and you have to keep moving them around because they really start to hurt. And you take the pressure off. It's pretty much is what it is, restless leg syndrome.
So it's a bit like when you have growing pains in your legs, because that's happened to me when I had growing pains in my legs.
Yeah. Migraines. Do you know what migraine is?
No, I think I've heard it in Nemo, by Finding Nemo. Or Finding Dory.
What migraine? You're my migraine.
What?
You're my migraine.
Family? Or...
No, headache.
I'm your headache.
Yeah. You're my migraine. It's better than being a pain in the ass, isn't it? Yeah, migraine's really bad headache that won't go away, like really, really bad.
You called me that.
No, technically I called you a headache.
No, but you
I
said
take it
that.
back. I take it back. I
Good.
take it back.
Good.
Migraine is a really bad headache. Oh
I'll never go away.
See, that's true. You're my migraine.
And you're my migraine.
Yeah. What about?
Who's worse?
Debatable. Danny.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that.
like chondrocytis. Anyway, what would you think of one of them?
Congregation?
No. No.
Congregation?
No.
Congregation.
No. No. Titus. It ends in Titus. It's not. It's not a meeting. Chondrocytic. What do you think it would mean?
Have I seen you have it?
Yeah.
Passing out on the floor?
Don't. See, cron.
What, buddy?
You can't
Does
squeeze me too hard when I have it.
When your
If
belly
this
hurts
is
a
the
lot?
right word. I'm doing this without Google now. Yeah, it's that word anyway. But no, it's your ribs. It's inflammatory. It's inflammatory of the cartilage in your ribs. So it pushes your ribs out because you have cartilage. You have to be gentle with me because I'm fragile around this area. I'm not, because I've got these massive heavy boobs.
Does it only happen to girls?
No. Guys can get it as well. But it's something that you have with fibro. What about muscle stiffness? That's a pretty easy one.
When your muscles go stiff.
It's very easy. Yes, basically when your muscles feel like you've trained and then all of a sudden you've stopped and all your muscles feel like they're stupidly tight. What about tinnitus?
Bellyache?
No.
Headache?
No, close.
Ears.
Yeah. It's ringing in my ears. Not like ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. It's not quite like that. It's like a really high pitched one. Plantar fasciitis.
What?
I don't think it's got as many tits in it, but plantar fasciitis. Fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis. I think.
Plantar
Yeah. What's that?
Feet? Legs?
No. It's feet. It's your heel,
Ankles.
actually. No, it's your heel.
So close.
Close. And that is when I have to use my crutches because plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis.
Nearly close. See, you was closer than me. But yeah, so that is when on your feet, so this being your leg and this being your foot and this being your heel, right in the middle of your heel is the ending of your nerves. You goes down your spinal cord and then your main nerves run off. They go all the way down your leg. So that being the back of your leg, this being your heel, and it stops right at the bottom. So when your brain is going all crazy and it's not making much sense to your body, it's telling your body that you've got lots of pain in your nerves. Of course, all your nerves, your main nerves finish there. You've got a couple more that go little ones, but all your main nerves, they travel and they come all the way down into your heel and into the bottom. And that means that I have to use my crutches because that part I can't put to the floor because it's way too painful, stupidly painful. So what about anxiety?
When you're really stressed out?
Yeah, pretty much. When you're all panicky, a lot of people have anxiety in different ways. Anxiety attacks. You have anxiety as well, yeah. When you worry too much. Danny definitely has it, yeah. Yeah, it's when you worry, you worry and you stress and you get lots of, you get shortness of breath, you get really panicky, become emotional. Lots of people suffer with it different ways. Depression.
Stressful again?
Sad. Very, very sad. Feeling very low. You know when you have a meh day?
Yeah.
Pretty much that. But it's on a regular occasion, so you feel like it for quite some time. Heart palpitations.
Heart what?
Palpitations.
Your heart goes, your heart beats really hard.
Yeah. No, it is what it is. So when you have heart palpitations, it's when your heart feels like it's beating out your chest, but it happens a lot. So it's not just because you've done a running race. No. It's generally you haven't done anything and you've got all panicky, and all of a sudden your heart is just like whack. It's like it's trying to get out, and it hurts sometimes. Yeah, it
like
hurts
when you
sometimes.
have that hiccups kind of burp, and then it hurts loads.
I mean, there are hundreds of symptoms to fibro, as many people know. Well, I mean, I've had moments where and it affected my work for some time. When when I first had it, when my arm was shaking all the time, and they went on like that for, I think it was nearly 3 weeks. It got to a point, if I used a pen, the more I tried, the worse it got. So it was kind of a give up thing and just use a computer.
Wasn't that irritating? Because like
yeah, but it's not as hard, and it doesn't trigger off as much as because it's your muscles and your nerves which are causing you to do that, and you're not really causing any stress by just keeping your finger out and pressing some buttons. But when you try and hold a pen, you tend to push, don't you, hard if you hit your funny bone.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. Oh. There is a brief one. I haven't really done one in a while. I have had a few fibro hiccups. We've been extremely busy.
Fibro hiccups?
Yeah, I've just had a few I call them fibro hiccups. Some people call them flare-ups. They're more known
What, because you hiccup and it really hurts?
No, not literally a fibro hiccup. I mean, as in a flare-up.
What's flare-up mean?
When everything flares up. So even though I have my fibro today, yeah.
Mum?
Yes.
You know when your face hurts, like it feels like it's been smacked in the face.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Toothache. They say that people with fibro feel pain at least 10 times more than a person without fibro.
Already know.
When I had a little bit of toothache, it shut down my whole face. And it was extremely, exactly. And that was my own fault, which wouldn't have bothered anyone else, because I was too afraid to go to the dentist. Yeah, that's just called silly mummy, really. Me and Kelsie live on our own, so Kelsie has been dealing with me having fibro for 5 years now. Not that you remember half of it, which is good. Yes, looking after me. But it just goes to show that these things, or these symptoms, can have names, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are understood by the people around us. But we learn every year, and every year we deal with it better, don't we? Not just me, but you do as well. Kelsie lives with me. She's my kid. So, okay, kids they're a bit more naive. But it just goes to show that this is why family and friends don't understand us. Because if the people that live with us still struggle to understand it, how can we expect other people who don't see it on a daily basis, who see it once or twice a month? We can't expect them to understand it. Although it's all good and well raising money for these things, but yet I feel that awareness with fibromyalgia still has a really long way to go. And me personally, I would rather take part in raising the awareness so that sufferers can speak to family and friends, and family and friends can understand sufferers. I would like to think that as Kelsie grows up and she understands these things more in a more in-depth manner, that she can then find it easier to explain to children her age. And I mean, hopefully she'll be able to do that in a year or two, as she's learning all these things.
Children understand children more.
I think so, yeah. So there is us. This is our part of raising awareness for fibromyalgia.
Don't forget to be happy.
Yes.
Don't be happy.
And be happy. Being happy is really important. Being happy is hugely important no matter where you are and what you're going through. Happiness, a big old smile
can change someone's day. Don't be worried about who you are. Be yourself. This is me.
This is Kate and Kelsey, and we're signing out. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.